Although often presented as such, the scientific method is not necessarily a sequence of events. It does begin with an observation that leads to a question, and a hypothesis tries to answer that question. An experiment tests the hypothesis, an evaluation assesses the experiment and forms a conclusion. An important characteristic of the scientific method is that multiple hypotheses and experiments can be formed, completed, and proved wrong. This is part of the process, and this is how science eliminates ideas. A hypothesis is part of the scientific method, but not vice versa. Hypo means less, and thesis is a statement. Therefore, a hypothesis is a statement that is less than a thesis. It serves as an educated guess regarding the question. I learned about the scientific method when I took Introduction to Environmental Science at Cape Cod Community College, and I recently made some observations in the town of Barnstable along the Marston's Mills River. Several signs depicted a large, human-like creature, and one sign even said squatchy area with an arrow that pointed into a woodland. I began to ask myself questions like, why are those signs there? Who put them there? Could these signs be clues to a silently moving, human-like creature living in the surrounding area? Are these signs proof of anything? Could this be the Bigfoot itself trying to make contact with our local community about their presence? These questions led me to make a few guesses. It could be expected that the signs are satire and someone put them up as a joke. That's not fun. Or it could be expected that the Bigfoot installed these signs themselves to request privacy. I looked at aerial maps and noticed the signs run along the Marston's Mills River, which drain water through secluded woods from Middle Pond in the connected Mystic Lake. Mystic Lake's north side is adjacent to West Barnstable Conservation Area's 1,200-acre parcel of conservation land. I began to form the guess that these signs could be indicating Bigfoot's presence, and it seems reasonable that they would live in West Barnstable Conservation Area and travel through the lakes and ponds, up the Marston's Mills River, and to the more populated areas in and around Route 28 and Route 149. So using our lab process, what could a hypothesis look like? How can we create a hypothesis that makes sense, is easy to prove or disprove? This is the first in several videos where I will explain the lab process using this as an example. Write in the comments what you think a hypothesis could be.